What's up, everyone? This is Angelo with Spinning Thoughts, and we just dropped, for the very first time, a Spinning Thoughts EPs of the Year list. Now, we always do an album of the year list, and that is actually coming up on Monday, December the 20th at noon Eastern, so make sure you mark the calendar for that. But this year, we decided to take on the challenging task of ranking top 5 EPs that dropped in the year 2021. Why we have never done an EP ranking before, I don't know. But we're going to make up for lost time, and we're going to do one here today. And so I'm making this video to just kind of react, I guess, a little bit to some of the picks and choices that the contributors here on the team did. So all 6 of these contributors, including myself, we ranked our favorite EPs 5 all the way down to 1 and gave a standout track for each effort. And why don't we just dive in and kind of see what everybody picked. If you're into these kind of videos, hit the like button. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed. It's the best way to keep up with all the free music content that we do here at Spinning Thoughts. All right, so EPs of the year 2021. And yes, you are in the right place. Kicking it off, we have Dawn Anna, who does a lot of our graphic design work. And at number 5 is Royals, A Spark to Ignite, a band from the UK, I believe. And at 4, we have Heart Attack Man. Thoughts and prayers. Heart Attack Man was on an awesome run with Neck Deep, and I heard a lot about people checking out that show, seeing it live, and just the energy that Heart Attack Man brought. I think Dawn Anna even went to the show and fell in love with Eric and the band almost immediately. Heart Attack Man ended up on my list, and I think at least one other here at Spinning Thoughts. Hot Mulligan at 3. First and Forever, friends, very dear friends of Spinning Thoughts. Good to see them make a list. And of course, friends of the show as well, Headspace. So Dawn Anna just giving the love to a lot of different bands. Next up, we have Skylar, and at number 5, Glimmers, Worlds Apart. We love Glimmers here at Spinning Thoughts. Alumni, Maggie Schneider, just kills it. One of the best voices in the music scene in the world, dare I say. I love Mags, and I love her voice, and it really comes through nicely in Worlds Apart. Rosie Darling, this is somebody that I need to get a little bit more familiar with, but I remember Skylar talking about this release when it came out there in April of 2021. Valley is a band that I love. They're from Canada. It was devastating, but I couldn't fit Valley on my list, and really making a top 5 EP for this being the first time we've ever done it here at Spinning Thoughts. This was very challenging. I think next year we might have to do a top 10, because First and Forever, Headspace, I couldn't fit them on either. Valley should have been on it too. Great release there. Lost Stars, and then Charlotte Sands. If you want to talk about an artist that's just been buzzing all of 2021, Charlotte Sands really is it. I think a lot of people kind of found Charlotte at Sad Summerfest, and that's certainly where I started to hear a little bit more. Sammy's one of our writers that leans a little bit more into the heavier music, just like Jay Matthey of Metal Thoughts, who dipped out on doing an EPs of the year, but you'll check out Jay and Metal Thoughts with the albums of the year content coming this Monday, December the 20th. And number 5, Sammy put Sherry Moore, Internal Discussions, and this one made my list as well. We'll see it here in a minute. Love this band, love the dudes in the band. So happy to see them just killing it right now here in 2021. Creeper, big name. At number 4 is Vended. What is it? Kill it. And I got to thank Sammy for turning me on to Vended as well. This is Corey Taylor's son, Corey Taylor of Slipknot. Yeah, this band, Vended, they're very good. And I mean, come on. You're lying if you don't think that this dude sounds just like Corey Taylor, and that is a good thing in my book. A Better Hand, we covered this release here at Spinning Thoughts, and at number 1, Awake at Last with Armageddon. Canadian contributor and just overall awesome dude. Dan Boyer comes in with number 5, Pronoun. Oh my God, I Made It. I believe Dan covered that release here as well. Somebody did, I know that. Young Culture, who we'll see again here, I think on my list coming up, with Godspeed, and everything Young Culture does is just so good. It's just always so good. Action adventure, pulling focus. Now, this brings up a topic, a debate maybe on, is that an EP or is that an album, like a full length, an LP? Because, and I'm not, no spoilers here, but Action Adventure's release also made somebody's top 10 albums. So a little bit of a debate here on if Pulling Focus is an EP or LP. I mean, maybe the band could just let us know their opinion on where it lands. Action Adventure, amazing. I've got their album, their LP, their EP, whatever you want to call it, on vinyl. It was one of the most gorgeous ones I received this year as well. At number 2, we have Arm's Length, Everything Nice, and taking up the number 1 spot, this one doesn't surprise me for Dan, is Real Friends Torn in Two. Dan's really been all about the resurgence, the renewal of Real Friends in 2021, and I can certainly appreciate the vibe. Next up, we have Tyra, and kicking it off at number 5 is Boston Manor, Desperate Times, Desperate Pleasures. At number 4, Heart Attack Man shows their face again, Thoughts and Prayers, with the standout track being Pitch Black. Mine, we'll see what my standout track is here in a moment. Meet Me at the Altar is just one of those bands that is kicking 2021 in the ass, owning it, being awesome, and certainly one of the best efforts of the year. Pink Shift Saccharin is such a beautiful release, and I have that on vinyl somewhere behind me. I patiently waited for it, as many people did, for many, if not all, releases that were put on vinyl in 2021. And then another just Cinderella-esque story, I guess, with Magnolia Park just hitting the scene so hard in 2021. They've been grinding and making some awesome music for, a little while here. And just this year, it all seems to be coming together for bands like Magnolia Park, Pink Shift. And then look at this guy right here. That picture is a little old. I kind of got to get something new, but we'll worry about that another day. Heart Attack Man came in at number 5 for me. I really couldn't wait for this EP. It came in late in the year, and sometimes that's tough for an EP and a listing in a rank because I haven't had as much time with it. And that's also an interesting conversation for a podcast, maybe, to talk about kind of the psychology of when albums, EPs release, and how, if it's earlier in the year, do you forget about them? Do you remember the ones more that just recently dropped, or is it the other way around where you just haven't had enough time with it and the ones that you've had since February, March have really grown? I don't know. I'm rambling. Anyways, Heart Attack Man at number 5. At number 4, Young Culture. I feel like anytime they release something, they make some sort of list for me. Their music is feel good. It's awesome. And I support Young Culture. Every single ounce of me does. Magnolia Park, I had them on the podcast. It was awesome. One of my favorite guests of 2021. I love all the features, all of the just different sounds that they incorporate. I love their TikTok. This band, the group, they're very, very awesome. Number 2, Good Friends, Sherry and Moore. We had them on the podcast as well. Loved that conversation. And this, we're talking about a true evolution here. The band moved into this new era this year in 2021, got signed to Equal Vision, and I gotta believe that 2022 is just gonna be a massive, massive year for Sherry and Moore. So make sure you got your eyes on them. And then coming in at number 1 for me is Pink Shift Saccharin. This album just took me by storm. One of my favorite vinyl releases that I own of this year. Just this gets me going. The talent that is in this band is just, it's insane. I don't even know how to quantify it. I guess you really can't. Their growth and development and just their sound is catching people really off guard. And if you want to talk about a band that's trending to really, really, really blow up in 2022, Pink Shift is the band to check out. So there you go. Here it is, flying through. We've got our best EPs of 2021. We ranked them from 5 down to 1. Let us know what your favorite EPs were of 2021. We're on all social media at Spin Thoughts. If you like this video, give it a like and leave a comment down below on your favorite EPs of this year. Do you agree with the choices we made? Do you disagree with our decisions. It's tough to decide on this, but I would love to get into a conversation with you all down in the comments below. We have premiere episodes every Thursday at midnight Eastern on Idobi Radio, and our website is thespinningthoughts.com. If you liked this EP content, then don't miss the albums of the year content dropping on Monday, December the 20th at noon Eastern, and there's a lot more contributors. I think like 10 actually jumped in on this one. It's going to be a party. Don't miss it. We'll see you there. Until then, make sure you share music, spread love.